Well, guys, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done on the cabin this week, but I'll try to get out there and show a little bit anyhow. Maybe I can get the roof papered and maybe some of the window holes cut out. But this week, my daughter from Washington decided to let me know she's moving back in for a couple months here before she has to go down to Texas for more schooling. So we're just trying to her old room painted and set back up. It's been kind of neglected for the last 7 years after the divorce and stuff, so and she can stay for as long as she wants. So after painting my daughter's bedroom ceiling anyhow, while that's drying, I decided I'd run up to the cabin here, see if I can get the paper on the porch, maybe cut out a window or two, and get some of the cleanup done around here a little bit. And then a buddy of mine was doing a demo job on a old cabin out in Wisconsin. So he had this cedar fake beams, just 1x over 2x4s, and he knew I wanted to use cedar on the fascia and trim for the windows, but so I'm gonna see how this goes pulling it apart. So if it doesn't go well, then I'll probably use parse pieces and make some raised beds for in front of the cabin here, but we shall see. I think there's a light stain on it, but I can't really tell if it's just aged or if there's actually is a stain. Ooh, there goes an eagle. Eagles have been just flying around like crazy around here lately. I don't know if there's a lot of deer kill in the woods. I don't know if you can see them back there. So the synthetic paper is supposed to get cap nails and then nailed where the little bullseyes are. But I'm still old school from the days of felt, and I still believe in my staples. Especially, when it'll probably be only on here for a month or so before it gets shingled, but anyhow, seeing how the roof is papered, I'm gonna cut some ice and water, that's just a brand name, and then try to tuck it up underneath the edge of the lip of the other one, so that we got a continuous water slide. So I'll go down and get that and then see how that works out. I have a feeling this grace is going to be a son of a gun to peel up, whereas that other cheap crap isn't going to be too tough. But we shall see. And there we go. Should keep the majority of the weather out of it. These things will all get shingle tins as you go up, and then flashings on the faces and in the valleys. So yeah, I'm liking it. Well guys, I didn't get a whole lot done today, but I gotta go back up and paint some more. So maybe I'll get back to you after with the painting when it's finished. But there's the window and doors locations on the deck. I didn't want to cut out the ones in the dormer or the ones on the backside because there's chance of rain, and I didn't want to have rain getting in. Anyhow, I gotta go back up and paint, and maybe when I get done with that, I'll come back. We'll see everybody later. Anyhow, that's the color she picked out. Kind of a gray. A little hard to tell when it's up against this. I guess this color was called pumpkin at the time. We'll get this all painted up, and I'll try to get the trim on. Maybe find some doors for the closet, some bifolds for that, and we'll go from there. Well, we'll see what it looks like when it dries, but I think one coat did it, which is pretty impressive considering how dark that base was. I'll let this dry up and see if it needs a second coat at all, and if not, then I'll get some baseboard on here and get the outlet covers back on. Well, I don't know guys, I think I could get used to this porch. Kicked back, sitting here relaxing. I came back down here after painting that bedroom, looking around seeing the mess, but my butt's a little worn out today now. Trying to decide if I want to try to clean up a little bit around here. I should, because it's a real mess. So stay tuned. Well, I'm back out here in the shop. I'm just going to paint up some of the trim that I do have on hand here, and hang it in Micaiah's room as soon as it dries. That way she can set up her bedroom and quit sleeping on the couch, because I seem to get up about 4 hours earlier than what she does. So I hate waking her up every morning while making coffee and such. But yeah, So I'll show you the process when I get this stuff painted and it dries. So anyhow, none of my air nailers seem to be working for crap, but I'll try to limp them through. They're old guns though. Many years of good use out of them. So okay guys, all I do to cope these into corners is highlight the inner edge here after mitering it with a 45. And because this is paint grade where I can get away with a bit of caulk, instead of using a little coping saw to get all these angles, I'll use my jigsaw. Makes it a little simpler. And that should give you the cope. I'll show you when it's in the corner. I gotta cut it to length now, measuring off of here to the other corner of the wall. Okay guys, this is what it should look similar to. So you got these little notches. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up that small. Now this will slide tight to the face of the other piece, and this will follow suit with the angle of the top edge of the trim. And then all I do is measure from here down, because the room is under 12 foot and these are 12 foot, to here, and just do a square cut. And then my next one, I'll do the miter and jigsaw again. And you get a little gappage in there. You can always put a little caulk on this paint grade stuff. Otherwise, if it was like hardwoods or fine trim, then coping saw would have to come out and try to get a real clean edge. But this works pretty good for, you know, the paint grade stuff anyhow. Like I said, that end will be square cut. Now the next one will have to cope into that to make it for that wall. You know, it'll be a coped end. This one's over 12 feet, so I'll end up two-piecing it. So I'll put a miter on one edge, like a 45 or 22.5, and then just continue on from that. Okay guys, I think this is about as far as I can go for the time being until I get into town and get some more trim and a couple wall plates. Might switch out the outlets in here to get them white to match the trim and the plates, seeing how they're ivory outlets and white wall plates. But that's what I had in the shop, so that's what went on. I got to get another outlet cover for that. But yeah, until I get to one of the stores and buy some more trim and get some bifolds for the closet, that's pretty much all I can do for now. I know this wasn't part of the cabin build, but hope you guys enjoy it anyway. It definitely improved the feeling of the room. A lot later.